Hey, Travis, you talked earlier today about, looking for an extra 5 or 10% from your group. How happy were you that you got it tonight?
That was a solid game. I think top to bottom we had some good efforts tonight. That was a tight checking game both ways. First two periods was for sure there wasn't a lot of room. They had a little push in the third, and Demmer held the fort down.
How important was it for the psyche of your group to protect the lead as effectively as you did after some of the leads that have gotten away from you lately?
Yeah, it's always important, I think, when things aren't going your way to find a way to win. And when you get up like that early in the game, the game's not over. And it can change fast. All of a sudden, they get a goal, maybe they get a power play and score, and it's a whole new game. So I liked how we just stuck with our game. We stayed focused. We didn't take any penalties. And we played a solid 60 minutes of hockey.
Next up is Thomas Drantz.
Travis, after a month that was February, nice to get 3 deflection goals in the first period.
Yeah, it sure was. We haven't had a lot of puck luck. We've been talking to our group when you're not scoring about going to certain areas. Our defensemen have been working hard at getting shots through, and paid off tonight.
Elias Pettersson scores the first empty net goal of his career. What did you see from him on that shift? Is that a situation you'll consider using him in more frequently going forward?
Well, it was early in the game, or early in the goalie pull. Made up my mind that we were going to go with 3 lines. Petey and I have talked about that as he moves on, playing in that part of the game, and he's going to determine when he's ready for that. And we haven't played him a lot when there's been empty nets, and we did tonight, and it was good that they got the job done there.
Okay, next up we'll go to Ian Mcintyre.
How much confidence are you seeing from Thatcher Demko, Travis?
I think it was you and I that talked about it this morning, Ian. His game is growing. It's much like our team, I don't think he had the best start to the season, but he's worked hard on his game. I think the team's playing better in front of him, and he's been giving us some real solid goaltending here, and it's good to see.
We don't get a sense, especially this season, to spend time with the guys to sort of see how they react, good and bad to things. But how much do you think it means to him to have a run like this and to actually win a game and hopefully, win some more here, but to contribute to wins rather than just playing well but not winning?
I think Demmer's he's been fine mentally here. He knows he's played well. I think it's different when you don't play well and the team loses when you're in net. Obviously, our goaltenders are very competitive and they want to win. But I think between the coaches, Clarkie, myself, and the messages that we tell our team, I think he's been he's been working hard with Clarkie, not just on his game, but on the mental part. And he's been in a good place, even though we haven't won as many games as we've liked to or he'd like to.
Okay, we'll go to Ben Kuzma.
Travis, that was Nate Schmidt's first multi-point game with you guys. Do you think there's more potential there? You talked earlier. I mean, sometimes winning isn't pretty. It's getting those shots through from the point, getting bodies to the net. Do you think there's more potential from Schmidt to evolve in that capacity of moving along the line and getting shots through?
Yeah, I've been happy with Schmidt's game. When you ask if there's more potential for him to get more points, of course there is. But points just don't happen a lot of times from the defensemen. A lot of times it's just getting shots through, and forwards have to be a part of that. If the forwards aren't in front of the net, the defensemen probably aren't going to score or get as many points. But I think Smitty's game is a lot better in the last 10 to 12 games. I think whenever you're a new player on a new team, trying to fit in without exhibition games, not a lot of practice time, it's even harder for new players. And we've seen his game evolving here lately.
Just a quick follow to that. How much do you think his demeanor helps him, Travis? He's had pucks go in the wrong net this year, but he seems to have been able to, put it aside and concentrate at the task at hand. Do you think just his approach to the game? I mean, he's a fun-loving guy, has a great demeanor. Do you think that can just help him not only get through the tough times, but spur him on?
He's a positive guy. I think the media probably makes a little bit more out of some of those plays than we do or he does. It's sometimes things happen that are just innocent plays, and veteran guys usually know that they can shake that off, and he's done a good job of that.
Thank you.
All right, last hand raised here is Daniel Wagner.
Travis, you get a goal from the second power play unit. Those have been hard to come by so far this season. What did you see from them in getting that goal? And obviously you only had 2 power play opportunities tonight, but what did you like from that unit?
They scored. I mean, I don't know what else to say. We went back to a 4-forward look with Mizey on the top end. That unit had some success last year, and it was good to see them get one.
And the first unit seemed to really struggle to gain the offensive zone. Was there something that the Jets were doing to prevent those zone entries, or are there issues with your breakout and moving up the zone with that first unit that you can address?
I don't know. I'm not going to. We had 1 power play, and the second one is a little different when you have the lead. I think you're playing a little bit tentative, and their team's obviously trying to score a shorty as well. I think that happens a lot. Give their team some credit, and yeah, it wasn't the best looking power play, our second one, but we went 1 for 2 tonight, and that's all that matters.